Howdy, hi. It is Dear Job Sports MLB Rundown, picks and predictions for Monday, August 11th, 2025. We're looking at the best bets of the day. Let's get into the video. All right, first things first, got to recap the previous day's results. Another day where we go 500. We go 4-1 on over-unders, 1-4 on money lines. The dogs were indeed not barking at all. Zero bark, zero bite. They were locked in a cage. Anyway, I'm going to recap these and we'll get on to the picks for tomorrow. First game, Brewers minus 125 on the money line, over 8.5 runs. If you are a New York Mets fan, you are down atrocious levels of bad. The Mets had a 5-0 lead heading into the bottom of the fourth inning. They end up losing the game 7-6, walk-off home run, bottom of the ninth, by Isaac Collins. The Mets have now lost, I think, 11 out of 12. If we're looking at total MLB standings, they now sit just, I think, 1.5 games ahead of the Reds for the wild card spot. This team used to be in first place by like 6 games ahead of the Phillies. They're now barely making the playoffs if the season were to end today. Mets are down horrible. I don't think it gets any easier as they go. Their next series is at home against division rival, the Atlanta Braves, who are going to want to go in there and beat the tar out of them. So have fun with that. Our other winners, we had Detroit over 8.5 runs. They kind of hog stomped the LA Angels today. Final score, Detroit 9, Angels 5. Detroit 9 runs on 10 hits, pretty efficient. You had, honestly, not even many homers. Only 2 home runs. It was Riley Green, smacked a 2-run bomb, and then Kerry Carpenter hit a 3-run bomb. Angels tried to stick in it as they scored 5 on 7 hits, but that's not enough as Detroit wins 9-5. Next game, we had the under 8.5 and the Padres and the Red Sox. This one got greasy. Final score was 6-2. Red Sox get out hit 9-5. Brian Bale didn't really have a good day. 5 2/3, 6 hits, 5 earned runs. Struck out 7, but he walked 3. Dylan Cease had a better day. 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned runs. Also 7 strikeouts, walking 2. So the Padres do end up winning this series at home against the Red Sox. Their run production came from the top of their lineup. You had Luis Arraez with a double, scoring 2. Fernando Tatis with a single. Xander Bogaerts with a single, scoring 1. Jake Cronenworth with a big old walk. And then you got a sac fly from Ryan O'Hearn. And that's how they scored their 6. So we go under by half a run. Then finally, we had the Guardians and the White Sox over 8.5 runs. Guardians kind of got lit up today. Slade Cecconi, not a fun time pitching for him. 3 innings, 8 hits, 5 earned runs. White Sox win the game 6-4. Horrible day for Steven Kwan. Probably the worst overall series I've ever seen him have. He went 1 for 14 in total in the series. He went 0 for 5 today with a walk, realistically. Jose went 0 for 5 today. Daniel Schneemann went 1 for 5. So our top 3 guys in the lineup combined to go 1 for 15, and we only lost the game by 2. So we had opportunities. We made none of them work. We lose the game 4-6, but at least we hit the over. All right, now we're going to talk about the losers. I think I've learned my lesson fading the Mariners 2 days in a row. I think they might be the best team in baseball besides the Brewers in terms of like actual 1 through 9 lineups of you have to be concerned with everyone on their roster. They're just built different. Mariners win this game 6-3, and it's all the guys that they acquired at the deadline. You had Eugenio Suarez with a single. You had Josh Naylor with a solo shot. You had Dom Canzone in the bottom of the 8th with a single. Not that they acquired him, but still. And then you obviously had Big Dumper in the bottom of the first inning get a 2-run homer, scoring Randy Arozarena. Cal Raleigh, for as much as I hate on that man, he is really good at baseball. 45 dingers on the year as a catcher. This dude's knees are going to give out in like 10 years, but damn is he good at baseball right now. So Tampa Bay, the Rays, plus 155, no bueno. The under 7.5 runs, no bueno. 6-9, or 6-3, the final score. Sorry, excuse me. Next one, we have the Angels, plus 120. That does not pan out as they lose in Detroit by 4 runs. They scored 5. If you would have told me at the beginning of the day The Angels scored 5. Probably would have given them a decent shot to win. But Jack Kahanowicz only went 3 innings, gave up 9 hits and 6 earned. That is not going to win you many baseball games. Red Sox plus 120. They were not able to score runs, losing 2-6. Guardians, I took them on the run line. This one's on me. Do we really think Cleveland was going to win 6 road games in a row? Probably not. They were due a loss. I just thought Slade could go out there and pitch a gem. It did not happen. We lose the game. But that is why you never lay a big number with the Guardians. If the Guardians are laying minus 140, minus 150, forget it. Just take the run line instead. If they win the game, they'll probably win by 2 or more. Do not be laying minus 140, minus 150 with the Guards. That will absolutely cook your bankroll over time. All right, that's the recap. Let's get on to the picks for tomorrow. All right, first game here. It is the Phillies on the road in Cincinnati taking on the Reds. I'm going to take the Phillies plus 105 on the money line. I'm also going to rock the over, 9.5 runs. I think the wrong team is favored. Yes, the Phillies have Taijuan Walker on the mound, who is always very, very inconsistent. The Reds have Andrew Abbott, 8-2 with a 2.34 ERA. Abbott, though, not coming off of a good start. He went 6 2/3, giving up 7 hits and 4 earned against the Cubs. His previous starts before that, he's been an absolute rock. Gave up 2 to the Athletics, 1 to Tampa Bay, 2 to the Mets. He's already seen this Philadelphia team, though. It was back on July 4th. It was in Philadelphia. He went 3 1/3 innings, giving up 9 hits and 4 earned runs. So you're going to tell me this Phillies team now gets to see him in Great American Small Park for a second time this year. They are going to tee off. I will also be taking the over because 1, it is Great American Small Park. 2, Taijuan Walker could get absolutely shelled by this Reds team. This Reds team, I think they split the series with the Tigers? No, with the Pirates. Yes, they did. They lost the first 2, won the third, and then their most recent game, they won 14-8. So it appears as though they remembered how to hit the baseball. Give me the Phillies. Give me the over. Next game, we're going to go with the Nationals plus 125 on the money line. Also going to rock the over of 8.5 runs. I do not think this Royals team should be laying a number, especially with Bailey Falter on the mound. 7-6 with a 4.14 ERA. Going up against the rookie, Cade Cavalli. He is 0-0. He's only pitched 1 game so far this year. It was August 6th. He went 4 innings at home versus the Athletics. Gave up 3 hits of no earned baseball. Struck out 6 batters. So it looks like this guy might have some pretty gnarly strikeout stuff. This Nationals team is atrocious. They are on a 2-game winning streak, though, however, as they beat the Giants in the series 2-1, winning the final 2 games 4-2 and 8-0. So, I mean, maybe that gave them a little bit of confidence. I also don't trust this Kansas City team at all. They are coming off of losing a series at the Twins, and before that, they lost a series at the Red Sox. Their lineup looks horrible. In their most recent games, they have scored 3, 2, 4, 7, 2-2, 7, 2-2, 0, 6. This team cannot score. I don't like Falter on the mound. Their season is over. Give me the Nationals, plus 125. Give me the over, 8.5 runs. Next game we got, I'm going to take the Athletics, minus 115, at home on the money line. Also going to rock the under, 9.5 runs. Rays, they have Ryan Pepio on the mound, 7-9 with a 3.77 ERA. Going up against Jeffrey Springs, 10-7 with a 3.89 ERA. The main reason I want to take this, Jeffrey Springs has been surprisingly good in his most recent starts. His most recent, he went 6 innings at Washington, gave up 1 hit. Went 2 innings at home versus Seattle, gave up 2 hits. Went 6 innings at Houston, gave up 2 earned runs. He has given up 3 or fewer runs in 11 out of his last 12 starts. The only one he got rocked at was at my Cleveland Guardians, where he went 4 innings and gave up 5 earned. Other than that, this dude has been the definition of consistency. Ryan Pepio, kind of a little bit different. It's very hit or miss. His most recent starts, he gave up 2 at the Angels, 7 runs at the Yankees, 0 at Cincinnati, 5 to Baltimore, 4 to Boston, 4 to Baltimore, 3 to Detroit. So you really don't know what you're going to get. You'll either get an absolute gem or you'll get 4 runs given up in his 3 innings. So for that, I will take what I think might be the better lineup, depending on who the Athletics actually roll out, with definitely the better pitcher on the mound. Athletics minus 115, under 9.5 runs. All right, then the final game. This one should be pretty easy. The Yankees look absolutely disgusting at baseball right now. Twins, plus 140. Don't mind if I do. Yankees are 62-56 on the season. They have Will Warren on the mound. Not a dude you want to be laying minus 185 with. 6-5, with a 4.44 ERA. This Yankees team, coming off of a home series loss against the Astros, they're 3-7 in their last 10 games. Aaron Boone got ejected from the previous game trying to rile his guys up. What do they do to respond? They score a single run, one run, and they only get 3 hits the entire game against Jason Alexander. No one knows who that is. Who is that guy? The Yankees, they just suck. They're absolutely awful. They've won 0 out of their last 3 series. It's been against the Marlins, the Rangers, and the Astros. The only dude in the lineup who can hit currently is Aaron Judge. Nobody on this team can field or run the base paths. And then you have the massive problem that is their bullpen. You pick up Bednar. You pick up the other dude, Duvall from the Giants. And then you have the massive hole that is Devin Williams. You don't have a closer that can get you through the 7th or 8th. You put Bednar in the 9th and he's solid. But you got to get to the 9th inning first. I don't really trust the Twins, seeing as though they have Zebby Matthews on the mound. But at plus 140, I think it's worth a gander. Also, give me the over, 8.5 runs. There is a chance this Yankees lineup just does absolutely wake up and start scoring. So if that's the case, we have the over and we're good. All right, that is going to do it for me in this video. Relatively small slate today. A bunch of big numbers I just didn't feel like taking. I mean, you have the Rangers laying $170 at home to the Diamondbacks. Don't want to take it. Dodgers laying $180 on the road to the Angels. No thanks. Some other lines aren't out. You have the Brew Crew only laying $190 at home to the Pirates. That is tempting, but it's too much for me, and the run line's only minus 110. Don't really like taking juice with the run line. Definitely want to get plus money there instead. But yeah, that's about it. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.